It seems like we're stuck in a time loop, doesn't it? Once again, Corona is rising and the chance for a lockdown is quite high. If you're listening to this, you're either in a lockdown, you know there's going to be a lockdown soon, or a lockdown has already been announced. Or you're just very lucky and the new variant hasn't reached your country yet and the vaccinations are really high. But that's not really happening in a lot of countries of the world right now. So big chances that you're either in lockdown or you're gonna be in lockdown. Now, this gives you more free time. Well, free time, it depends what you call free time, because you can't really use it at all. So no matter if you're a professional photographer, hobby photographer, or you just picked up a camera thinking, oh, I gotta do something during this quarantine, you will want to use some of your time shooting pictures to distract yourself from everything that's going on. However, as you might know, this quarantine isn't really the best for your inspiration. At least, I see it at myself. For myself, I see it at other photographers. This lockdown, it can really bring out the best in your creativity. Your brain needs to work over hours, but it can be quite hard because the world just is kind of in a standstill pretty much. So you have to get really, really creative. Now, if you're a starting photographer or if you're just insecure about your ideas or anything like that, this can be quite hard. However, that's exactly why I'm making this video. We are gonna look at something I came up with during the past month, which wasn't exactly during lockdown, but I think it is a pretty good inspiration, a pretty good idea to just look at what you can really do inside of your home with common products. And it does take some creativity to come up with stuff like this, but I think anyone can do this. If you're creative, even if you struggle a bit, like I said, creativity is quite, hard to come up with sometimes, especially during these lockdowns. But I think anyone can come up with something like this, and it's a bit of an experiment, Experimenting is always good, especially if you have extra free time, especially now you're pretty much stuck in this hell of a lack of creativity and way too much free time. So let's take a look at this project. Okay, look, I promise I haven't gone insane, at least not yet. This isn't the quarantine making me insane, because this was before the quarantine, like I said. Even though I'm not really into a quarantine right now, but it's, like I said, it's not looking too good. So, yes, this is pretty much, well, how would you describe this? Cannibalistic gummy bears. You can interpret this in a lot of ways. I'll let it up to you to see how you would interpret this. I've heard quite a few things actually. I've heard, it's for Halloween, which was partially correct because I did do this with Halloween. People are shocked, but they also find it kind of cool. If you want to know exactly how I did this, I'll make a different video about that. Either way, this, as you can see, has been made completely with household products. I went into a store, I bought some candy. The background is literally one of those big paper notepads that I put open. I had something to reinforce the back so it didn't fall over, and within it I created a scene using gummy bears, chocolate, some raspberry syrup, which is stuck in that paper forever. It looks like a murder scene pretty much. It was a murder scene, just a non-deadly, but those gummy bears don't look too good. I'm quite sure I look like a psychopath cutting them up at night with a scissor. But either way, this is a pretty good example of what you can do. Now, I have a different example for you. Bit less creative, but still, as anyone can do this. It's as simple as anything. This picture, how do you think this is made? I'll let you guess. I'll give you a few seconds. You are wrong. I know I can't hear you, but you're probably wrong. If you're right, congratulations. I don't know how you are right, because this was made in a very weird way. This was actually made during the previous lockdown. Now, what I used was a vase from some flowers. It didn't have any flowers in them, don't worry. I didn't kill any innocent flowers for this. No flowers served. I threw the water out of it. I put it upside down in my shower. I put an apple on top of it. I got a water boiler, put some water in the water boiler. I didn't boil it, of course, but it was just easy to hold. Then I got my camera. I put it on a tripod in front. I had a pretty quick shutter time with a flash. I think it was 1,500, 1,000. I don't exactly remember, to be honest. Either way, I took the picture. Oh well, I put the water on it. I took a few pictures, turned black and white. Boom. Anyone can do this. You know what you need? Camera, flash, tripod, apple, and water. You know, it's not hard. Be it that you have a camera, which I do hope you have if you're watching this. Otherwise, what the hell are you doing in here? Go away. No, please actually stay. You might just find this interesting. Needless. Sorry. Now, these two things have something in common. They were made using household products bought into a grocery store. Anyone can buy these. You know, they weren't even expensive, to be honest. I bought some second brand gummy bears. They were really, really cheap. They were like 30 cents. I'm quite sure because of me eating them after, I'm gonna die. Because yes, don't worry, I cleaned them off the shelf, I ate them after. I didn't ruin the environment for a few simple pictures. No waste. Same goes for the apple, although there was no syrup on that, so that was a bit easier. Actually, before I say more, here's a few more quick apple pictures, which, yeah, if you question my sanity, I don't blame you. I mean, look at this. What the hell? I mean, this was kind of inspired by, you know, the typical carved out pumpkin, except it's a mental looking apple. Does that make sense? I don't know if it does. Just act like it does, alright? It's not the point I'm trying to make, I think. Okay, no, it's definitely not the point I'm trying to make. So the point I'm actually trying to make is, these products, you can buy them. Anyone can buy them. You can take pictures of them. In any way, you can be so creative with something as simple as an apple, actually. I mean, I showed you Halloween pictures. I showed you a picture involving, you know, water captured in still motion, pretty much. Still motion, captured in motion. Excuse me on that. Captured in motion. You know, on the apple, which this picture actually also has gotten a lot of compliments because people really like how it looks. But they were both made in such a simple ways that anyone could really do it. All it takes is some creativity and some store-bought products and a camera, of course. So I would advise anyone, go into a store, buy some products. It can be anything. This, what I gave you, it's an example. You can use a banana, you can use grapes, you can use whatever you want, pretty much. Take it with you, don't even have a plan. Just buy a lot of stuff from the supermarket. Be it that you of course use it. I mean, it's a shame to buy tens of products, waste them, and you know, don't use them in anything. Have products you can actually use after, of course. Get a lot of random products and just experiment. If it fails, that's fine, you know. You don't want to know how many pictures I took of that Halloween inspired apple that actually didn't work out. Be it the lighting, be it the filter, you know, because obviously I threw filters over it for it to be more in the Halloween style. So be creative with editing, be creative with the photography, be creative with products you use, experiment. This is one of the best times to just experiment, you know, go out of what you know, go out of your comfort zone, buy some random products, just throw some stuff together, create a world, you know, like this, I created a candy world, or get inspired by a holiday. We got Christmas coming up. These pictures were inspired by Halloween, but you can also get inspired by Christmas, or perhaps by the season it is right now. You can do something with snow, perhaps if you have some snow on your balcony or in your back garden or your front garden. You can do so many things, even during quarantine, even during lockdown. So the simple message is, get out of your comfort zone and experiment. Experiment, experiment, experiment. If it fails, that's fine. Just try it. I think that's what we reached the end of the video. I don't have much more to say. I think I gave the most important message. I showed you a few examples. So just go out there, take some nice pictures, and hell, if you took some pictures inspired by this, let me know in the comments. Post your Instagram, post your website, post your YouTube, post your, your Tumblr, whatever you are using to show off your pictures. Comment it, I'll check it out. And now, if we get enough comments, which I don't really expect, because, this is like the 4th video I made, so, come on. I don't really expect it, but if there are enough comments, I will definitely make a video just checking out all the cool stuff you guys made. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's gonna help you, and, experiment, try stuff, be creative, and stay safe. Have a nice day or night, wherever you are, and see you next time.